Hey man, hold on.
Welcome back, everybody.
What up,
Oh,
people?
he said, "Hold on, hold on."
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're chill. There you go. Go ahead, do your thing. I feel like a little ass kid, with my feet hanging off.
All right, welcome back, everyone, for another lovely episode of whatever this is. Ooh,
Yo, that might as well be the title, bro. That was gas. It rolled off the tongue. Welcome to whatever this is. I fuck with it.
I actually like that.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Um,
Dang, bro, this is crazy.
so this is the
Third.
third episode. I made the executive decision to not upload the first two episodes right after we recorded because we weren't able to record the past 2 weeks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want there to be too long of a break between the following episodes. So if you could probably notice, there's a difference in quality in all three of the episodes. Went from phone to
Phone.
yeah,
Phone.
phone to phone, but
Mhm.
different angles on the phone. And then now
Mhm.
I finally bought a new camera. So I hope that this works properly. It's my first time like recording on a camera, so I have really no idea what the fuck.
I feel like it's gonna work.
And it deadass just took me like an hour to fucking set this shit up. So I hope y'all appreciate this. I fuck with y'all. I slept for like 4 hours, woke up, struggled here for like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever. And
He
yeah,
was chilling.
I
He
bought a
vibed
fucking
out.
tapestry that y'all can't even see. I'm kind of tight because the only thing y'all can
It's
see
not
is like
popping up in that either.
they can only see like the bottom half.
That's
Like,
fine. That's fine.
Cause if I angle it up, it looks too weird
It's gonna look
for me.
awkward.
I think that's just the photographer in me that's like it looks fucking stupid.
It looks awkward.
Yeah, because because it looks like it's like someone shooting from like a plane, and I don't really like that. But yeah, we're here back at my apartment. It's raining outside. It's a fucking
pouring outside, bro. Today
it's
is
fucking
shot,
bro. The past two, yeah, no, the past I think 3 weeks it's fucking rained
every weekend.
Actually, no, the past 2 weekends it rained. The weekend before that it was windy as shit. It felt like
Pretty much can just say it
a
was
fucking
rain.
storm.
It was toxic. We're not getting any luck these
not
weekends,
I'm
bro.
working nights, and then my days off is shit weather. I'm kind of over it.
There's nothing to do.
Haven't been able to enjoy the sun at all. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm happy I was on nights on what was it, Thursday?
Word.
Because
boy,
it was hot.
Boy.
It was hot.
When I tell you, I said, yeah, I'm gonna stay inside AC because you walk outside, bro, and it was just like,
no, it was hot, bro. I ordered fucking food on Uber Eats. I opened my door, and I was like, yeah, I was ready to call out. I can't do that, but bro. I was ready to call out.
I can't call out.
I mean, like,
it's frowned upon.
Yeah,
that's how it is for us in sanitation,
especially because of my situation in particular. Yeah. So
you really don't want to type.
But yeah, no, I definitely wasn't trying to call out. But yeah, the weather's been shit, and then it got hot out of nowhere, and then shit again. I'm tired of fucking the rain. I'm ready for some.
It's supposed to be really
sunshine.
nice till like the 21st. It's supposed to be like 103.
103? That's not really nice. That's why is it that's not even. What are we in Cali? 103? When was the last time it was 100 degrees outside in New York?
I don't know, bro.
It wasn't even.
I looked at that and I said, and it had question marks on it.
Are you sure about that?
Bro, I looked at it the other day, and then my cousin posted
Ain't no motherfucking
I could be wrong.
You better be wrong.
Ain't no way, bro.
I'm seeing 84.
Nah, ain't no way.
I'm seeing 84, and I'm seeing 92 on the 23rd.
Whatever.
All I know is I'm working at nighttime now.
It said 102.
I don't see the sun. I haven't seen the sun in like a year. No, I'm kidding. But that's the only benefit, I guess, to summertime is that even when I'm leaving, it's still like light outside.
Yeah.
I leave the house at like 7 o'clock. I might need to start going for fucking walks or something.
Do it. Can you have dogs here?
Yeah, but that's just too much.
What is?
Just having a dog. The responsibility of it.
I think it's like perfect for you.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know.
What do you mean? We'll get a cat.
Hell no. I fucking hate cats.
So get a dog then. Get a small one. Nothing that has to be too much of a responsibility.
I want a mini golden doodle. That's what I want.
Perfect.
But
just you and her. Because keep it a buck, bro. Think about it. All your time outside of work, outside of you playing the game, it's going to be you and the dog.
Yeah, I know.
Something that you can go on walks with.
Yeah, but the problem is the schedule. That's the biggest issue.
The schedule?
Yeah, as far as like taking him or her out every day. Just because it's like when I fluctuate between nights and days, and then some nights I'm going in at fucking 9 p.m. and then getting out at 7 a.m. or some shit, and then the other days I'm going in at 7 p.m. getting out at like 5:30, but I'm getting home at different times. So as far as like taking the dog out, I don't want the fucking. The last thing I need is dog peeing on the furniture, because I'll have a heart attack.
No, that wouldn't necessarily be the case though. What is going on?
What do you mean? I've never had a dog, so I don't know how to.
No, I know,
I
I
don't know
know, I
how to
know.
train a dog.
But you get a dog, not even train it at first, but get a dog.
Just have them run around in
Keep it.
diapers.
No, keep it in the section. Like let's say you push this over, you push this over there,
Oh,
got
it
a
has
little section
the
right
wee
here,
pad.
wee pads, pins, and everything. While
That's
you're
true.
gone, the dog will be occupied. The dog will be able to use the bathroom. When you
That's
get
true.
home, you can always clean it up and then take the dog for a walk, spend some time with him, chill. When you got to go to work, you're gonna feed the dog. 9 times out of 10, when you get a puppy, like babies, they don't sleep all day. Babies have to be watched 24/7. Puppies, on the other hand, puppies, you leave them in a little corner, bro, they'll rock out for the time being because they're gonna be asleep. You get
Yeah.
back, they're gonna have mad energy,
I'll put
go
it right there.
crazy,
Put it in the AC.
get air. They're never gonna
Motherfucker
have to
gonna
worry
run my
about it.
electric bill up all summer.
I mean, now that you have it on the setting it was on before, where it was like going off and then going
Fuck
on,
that
going
little
off and then
motherfucker.
going off.
Nah, I want to get. Nah, I do want to get a
It was
dog.
stuck in there.
I do want to get a dog, but I don't know.
Sooner or
Because like
later.
when I like, I don't know. I just be thinking like the nights that I want to go out and shit like that. That I want to be sitting here like fucking looking. I'm like,
It's the same thing,
I
bro.
gotta take care of this stupid fuck.
No, it's the same thing.
Or if I go on vacation, I ain't bringing that motherfucker with me on vacation. He's staying here, so I have to keep him with my dad or my mom.
Take it to my house.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she would.
yeah. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take my dog to fucking Atlanta when you move.
No, 71.
What? Oh, your
71.
mom's?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's.
I could do that.
You could literally be like, yo, trust I could bring the
Yeah,
dog here. Yeah, no problem. Leave him
I'm
there, no
just making
problem.
up excuses at this point.
I know. That's why I keep bringing it up every 5 seconds.
I know, but
Only because of the fact that because you're in here by yourself, bro. I feel like it definitely is gonna help you go to the next level, like mentally wise. Dogs are different like that. Dogs do it, bro. I
no,
had a
I
dog
know.
at 16 for myself.
I feel like it would.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe just not now.
Maybe
Maybe
during
soon.
winter time. So like if I
Nah,
get one,
be here.
I want to be able to
I
like
feel
at
you.
least hang out with the pup for a little bit
That's another reason as to why I stopped
and bond
coaching
with
though,
it.
for real, for real. Spend
Why?
more time with
Because
my dogs because I wasn't spending that much time with them, and I was like seeing it and how they were acting.
yeah,
The moment I stopped coaching, bro, and I had more time to like spend with them, it was a wrap. Like they felt fine.
really,
Yeah, bro, and like instantly,
yeah, I
they
might
they
have to.
act out when they don't get the attention that they need. So if you spend and dogs, like I said, they're like that. They just need that time. That time could be 30 minutes. That time could be an hour. The rest of that time, they're civilized people or civilized beings of society
Yeah,
where they can go out on a walk, come back, go in the crib, knock out, and rest. Then they want to play. Cool, let's play for a little bit. Take this toy, let's tug it. Take this one, mess it up, fuck it up, whatever the case may be. After they burn that energy, bro, eat, sleep. Eat, sleep. It's like you have
yeah,
babies for the rest of your life.
I might get one. I don't know. My biggest thing though with it for sure is the heartbreak that I know that comes with it at some point. So it's like
Ah,
I feel like I'll be in the cycle of having a dog for the rest of my life.
you're always gonna have a dog for the rest of your life once you have one.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'll be in the cycle
I
of
don't
just
think it's gonna be
making
based off
sure
of
I
the
have a.
death though.
I think for me, it definitely
For
will.
you, it might be though. For you, it might be.
It definitely will
Honestly,
be.
yeah. For you, it might
I'll
be.
be distraught, bro.
I don't know. I've
That's like
come
literally
to.
the initial. I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but
you
that's
can. You
like the
can.
first thing that like
Comes to your
comes to
mind.
mind. It's like
Having to deal with
I
that,
do not want to. I don't want,
bro.
especially because it's a short period of time too. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
you. It's not like with people
Mm-hmm.
you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
me building a relationship, like I can meet someone tomorrow and then be like, oh, like I fuck with this person, like I want to be friends, whatever have you,
Yeah.
and building a relationship. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 5 to 10 years. Like I get the dog, I know that like I probably have only 10 years with you if I'm lucky. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm super lucky, maybe like 13 to 15, like the extra 3 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's it.
Hundred
So it's like
percent.
I know I'm setting myself up to like I God willing, I'm gonna be here longer than you are,
Mm-hmm.
type shit. Like whereas with people, when you come across them, you don't know that.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like
No, 100%. I get what you mean.
I feel like it's I guess less worrisome of like, oh, like if I'm not gonna be worried about if I meet this person, become friends with them, like are they gonna fucking die? Like I'm not thinking that.
Yeah.
But if I get a dog,
You're
I
thinking that.
already know I'm gonna love the fucking shit out of this little thing, and you're not
That's
gonna
the
be here as
thing,
long
though.
as me.
That's the craziest part about it. Like, that was my thought process for the longest of like, I really don't want to lose my dog, really don't want to lose my dog. And then it hit me that like, I'm not even going to worry about losing my dog. I'm just going to enjoy the fact that I have him here. Once I started enjoying the fact of having him here, that having him here changed to, all right, let's add more to this mix and see what we can do with another one. Now we have 2 dogs. Then you have those 2 individual dogs, and you get to see how both of them are different and see how they're attacking life or enjoying life for what it is. I don't even think about the concept of death anymore because of the fact that like I'm having the moments with them and it's gonna carry over. I love dogs, so I'm gonna have dogs regardless.
Yeah.
But I know, just like you said, it's like the counter of what you said before. I know my dog is gonna die a lot sooner than I'm gonna be able to even have a kid and watch him graduate high school. My dog's gonna die. My dog's already 10 years old, bro.
Yeah.
Which is beastie. So it's already getting to that point of like, all right, I got another 3 years, maybe 4 years, maybe before he really calls it quits. But when you think about it, it's like, where did I get this dog from? Where did I take him to? What life did he have? Was he happy? Did he get to be an asshole? Did he get to be free? Did he get to go venture out and explore things? Yeah, my dog's been in my Jeep. He's been in every single car that I had. He's been on hikes with me. He's been on walks all over the place. He's been in different states. It's like he's had an experience that he wouldn't have had if I didn't go pick him up. His death is like more pushing me to go out and do it again for another dog. So that's kind of how I look at it, just because like it's a transformative type of feeling when you have a pup. They're like kids, but they're not kids. You know, they're detached from being kids. Like, because they're going to die a lot sooner, you don't have to have that worry of it going past that time point. Like, it's not like I'm going to have this, I'm going to watch him grow up. Now I have to sit back. Not that that's an issue at all. It's not. But it's just a difference to where you don't have to be as hands-on with their life as you do with a kid.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more freedom, especially at our age now, to like get used to doing that, get used to doing it, and then before you know it, they're out of here. So it's like, damn, I know I'm gonna cry, I know I'm gonna lose it, but we had a good time together. That's mad enjoyable. Let me go get another dog. Let's do it again. I'm never gonna name another dog Simba.
Yeah,
I know that for a fact. Every time I hear it, it's gonna bring a tear to my face. But it like helps.
You ain't gonna be able to watch Lion King ever again.
Ever again, bro. Ever again. Every time I hear Simba, a tear gonna drop, bro. Every single time. That dog means the world to me, you guys. You have no idea. I got the dog when I was 16, and from 16 to 25, bro, he's been right by my side. Every single moment, every single downfall, every failure, every accomplishment, I've gone back to my room and I've congratulated my dog. Because through every single thing possible that I've gone through since 16, he's seen me do it. He's been right next to my bed every step of the way.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a whole different ball game when you have that connection with your dog, which is why I'm like, yo, bro, get a dog. Because it changes your perception, bro. Like, it saved me from doing so much things in my life. For real.
That's true.
OD, bro.
I'll consider it. Maybe the winter time.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I'll most likely be off.
Because, like, call me. I'll make a flight back up here, bro, and I can get the dog with you.
Yeah, no, if I get it, I'm going to go to the Amish and fucking...
Yeah.
In Lancaster. Because I remember...
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, bro, I was borderline about, but like, right after I moved in here, like, I want to say... maybe a month or two after I moved here.
Yeah.
I was borderline like just about to buy a dog.
Really?
Yeah, I went to it's on fucking on over on Sunrise.
Off Sunrise? Right on Sunrise?
Right on Sunrise in Belmore. I think it's called fucking Puppies and Kitten World or some shit like that.
Oh, no, you're talking about
whatever.
It's across from the train station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I went
There's
there.
one over here too, though.
Bro, I walked
Animal shelter.
Bro, I walked in. Well, I went to the animal shelter too because they had a Shiba Inu. and I wanted a Shiba Inu, but
No, you don't.
then no, well, I just wanted a Shiba Inu because I just fuck with the dogs. But then the lady said that that dog in particular, I guess, like might have been abused or something like that, and he was like just an asshole. But he was only like cool with one person, which was someone that worked there. And then they told me like to don't get a Shiba Inu as like a first dog anyway. So then they didn't have the dog that I wanted because if I wasn't gonna get a Shiba Inu, I want a mini golden doodle just because one they don't shed that much, so I don't have to worry about like dog
Said
hair.
I don't want to do nothing.
No, but I don't that dog hair shit that I don't I've never fucked with having like fur all over my fucking clothes and shit like
Bro,
that.
who you telling? I know.
That shit pisses me off. And so I wanted to get the mini golden doodle because one, because of that, and two, like for hypoallergenic reasons.
Yeah.
Like I think one of my friends is allergic to dogs. I think Joe.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's allergic to dogs. I'm pretty sure he can only be around hypoallergenic dogs. So I wanted, for that reason though, for just people coming over, whatever have you. So then I went to that one, just like right after I went to the animal show, I just went there because like I was in the mode like I want a fucking dog, and then I went there, and they had a little mini golden doodle, and he was playing around, whatever have you, and I picked him up, and as soon as I picked him up, he just was so chill, put his head on my shoulder, and I was like, bro, I'm about to take him home right now. They told me the price. I was like, yeah, nah, he can stay here.
What was it?
I think it was like 4K, like 4K, some crazy, and I was like, and I was really debating it there too. I was like sitting there, I'm like, damn, do I even do this? Cause like it was only because of how the dog was interacting with me. I'm like, fuck. Like I felt like I met the dog that I was supposed to take home, but I'm like, you are way too expensive for me, like to actually do this. Like this is too much money.
Sorry, Scooby, you gotta stay. The price tag don't match.
Not at all. $3,000 for a fucking dog.
Yeah, bro.
And that doesn't even include the microchip being activated. I have to pay on top of that for that microchip.
Did you see how much it was from the Amish?
$800.
Yeah.
$600 to $800.
Yeah.
Depending on, I guess like the gender of the dog,
That's
or who you're buying it from.
Yep.
I'm like, y'all are fucking
tripping, bro.
Yeah, y'all are bugging.
Tripping. I always said that, and like, keep it a buck with you. Most of the dogs, and I'm not talking about breeders, like breeders, not even from the Amish, other breeders who actually like this is their job. I'd rather go to a breeder. I'd go to the Amish before I go to like one of those like actual stores that have puppies in it.
Should be crazy.
It's a puppy mill, bro. 9 times out of 10, they're from a puppy mill where they're just running it up. They get puppies in, and 9 times out of 10, the puppies are sick. That's why it's a spot in Limbrook that's closer to me that it's called Sugarpaw, and I closed down for that reason.
Well, they have one in Hitchfield too.
Yeah.
That one's still open, I think, though.
Yeah, the one in Limbrook is closed.
But yeah, no, it's ridiculous because like I get like they cool, they come with shots, whatever have you, but bro, I could spend $800 for the dog, and then probably another $1,000 to get all the shots, and fucking probably get them chipped too, and then it would still be less than what you guys are charging me to not even activate a fucking chip.
It won't even get to that point at all.
Like
their shots aren't gonna cost that much.
Then I gotta get insurance. I gotta get puppy insurance or dog insurance.
Yeah,
I ain't playing with that shit because Evan fucking went into debt for his dog.
Really?
Because his dog got hit by a car. His dog got hit by a car, and then he fucking put it on his credit card, maxed out his credit card to save the dog's life. I'm not gonna lie. At that point, I would have been like, bro.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm very blunt, and I don't want nobody to feel some type of way. I'm gonna be very blunt, and I don't even know how we got into this conversation, but I'm glad we're talking about it.
I would have put up a GoFundMe, and if no one wanted to help, then
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This may sound like the most craziest thing, but the idea of draining your credit account to save your dog, in the sense of like keeping your dog here longer, the only thing that goes into account is how old my dog is. If my dog is young, I spend the money.
The dog was, I think, only a year old or something like that.
Yeah, but it was understandable. I spend. It
was just
the amount of money to do it though is ridiculous.
Yeah, they had because I think they had to keep the dog at the vet because she was like, fucked up.
Bro, I went to the vet one time.
But even he said, he was like, I should have just fucking let that dog die.
For real though.
After he did that,
that's what I was gonna get to before I got to the other point. I may sound kind of fucked up saying this. I would let the dog die, and the reason why I'm saying I would let the dog die is because
Certain shit's just not worth spending money
The
on.
dog is not gonna live a continuous happy life moving forward.
No.
Something is gonna go off.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to go on medication. He's gonna have to come back to the vet all the time.
That's the biggest problem.
It's more bills afterwards. So it's like
the biggest problem is that you don't know what other complications are gonna come
exactly
up.
that can come after it. Which is why, like for example, bro, I took my dog to the vet. If you ever see Simba, his left leg pops up when he runs around too much.
Yeah, I know.
Because you've seen it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would run around like a nut in the backyard.
Exactly. He's like limping almost. When he was like 4, he tore his patella tendon. And he was like on the ground yelping, bro. So I pick him up. We go to the emergency vet and everything. And we gave him antibiotics and all the vitamins that he needed, all the medicine he needed and everything. The doctor was like, you have 2 options. Either you can pay for it to get fixed.
Or just let it heal on
its own. Or let it heal on its own.
Yeah, but it's not
with the point of it may not ever heal to the point of where it would be at. And I was like, that's the same thing if I got the surgery. And he was like, exactly. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. I went outside. I paid $350 for all the vitamins and everything. And we went home. And he slept right at the end of my bed on the floor. And from that point of being 4 years old to now, his leg has probably gone up like 6 times. From then until now. He runs like a retard. He goes crazy when he gets out of the yard. The kid is just as healthy as he was before then. So it just comes down to like, are you going to trust like yourself in that process, or are you just going to take him to a doctor and just trust what the doctor's telling you? Because they're going to, a lot of the times, upcharge you for everything. They're going to upcharge you for every single thing. So as long as you maintain like a good, healthy, like idea of what your dog is intaking, what your dog is doing, how your dog's shit looks, how they're moving, like if you're able to watch them, going to the vet 24/7 is absurd. And you can ask any dog owner, they don't go as often as most people would think they go to the dog. They go to the vet.
It definitely is. But even when you do have to take them, God forbid something happens, they do, if it's a surgery that they do need or some shit like that, like then it's like, I'm not trying to pay out of pocket for that shit. Let the insurance cover that. I'll pay an extra fucking
there's one that has like a little
a month or whatever the fuck.
There's like a little Jack Russell on it. That place is good. That's what I use for Simbas.
Oh, with the dog insurance?
Forgot what it's called. Yeah, I don't know. It just comes to my account.
Yeah, no. If I'm gonna get a dog, I gotta get the dog insurance because ain't no motherfucking way.
It's not happening.
No, not at all. But yeah, I have no idea how we just got into that topic.
Bro, me either, bro. But as you can see, I'm very passionate about dogs. I love when people say they want to get dogs.
You know, one day.
Let's see.
I don't know if it's not this winter, because it might not be this winter, because I'm getting more tattoos. So
I want to.
I'm getting this whole arm done.
I'm gonna wait till this winter. I become a cop.
I'm getting this whole arm done this winter. Well, I want to anyway. I don't know how feasible. I don't know how feasible it is to do, like in the amount of time that I have to get the tattoos, and also I don't know how much it's gonna cost. I don't want to spend like OD money at one shot on the tattoos. I might throw up.
Probably.
Yeah. So.
Shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I at least want to get the front part of my sleeve done. So even if I don't do the back half, like my forearm and stuff, I'll be cool with that. But as long as I get this, I just need something. Because it's just weird looking at my hand now. Like I have a hand tattoo, but then no arm tattoo.
Weird at all.
No, for me, looking at it, I'd be looking at it.
It's only because you're looking down at it.
I'm like, why did I do this?
You have to see it from the outward perspective. I'm not even gonna lie to you. No, I'm being dead ass though, because the combination of your right arm and how it looks, and then your left arm being by itself looks very clean. Because the tiger by itself is like, oh shit.
Bro, you know, I had someone tell me it looked like a monkey.
Nah.
Yes. My uncle.
Don't take that personally.
My uncle Bobby.
Don't. Uncle.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it's your uncle, but don't take that personal. Bro.
Yeah, no.
He wear glasses?
No. He should probably get a fucking pair. He's like, we got a monkey in your head? I'm like, what are you fucking talking about, a monkey? And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, bro, this don't look like a fucking monkey.
I just gave them crazy side eye, bro, because that nigga's tripping.
I'm like, well, what are you seeing?
That look like a monkey.
And then his brother, my other uncle, he's like, that's a fucked up drawing or something like that. I'm like looking at him. I'm like, y'all both must be dumb because what are we talking about?
Yeah, nah, I have no idea what's going on right now. So,
shout out to my uncle Bobby, my uncle Timmy. I love y'all, but y'all are some fucking bozos.
Yo, bro, that was
talking about
crazy ass comment.
Talking about a monkey. I'm like, yo, what are you guys talking about?
I guess maybe the nose looks like the monkey's mouth. I don't know.
I don't either.
That doesn't make any sense, man. I can't even think about it in order for it to make sense.
No, it really doesn't because you could see the little stripes and shit. I don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah, I want to get my left arm done. Maybe at some point get some fucking leg tattoos.
Nah,
I don't know.
I thought about legs. It's clipped.
Well, I got my calf. I got my calf done, and that was enough for me to like really debate do I want to proceed with this because when I got my calf done, I mean, well, first of all, it was a terrible combination because that same. So I got, let's say I went like Thursday or something like that.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I went to the gym. I went back to the gym for the first time on Monday, and I did legs for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. I just did legs. So Thursday rolls around, and if you know when you go to the gym, like when you go for the first time, and you're getting back into it, especially your first time hitting legs. Those like day one's not bad. 2 and 3 are dead ass atrocious, and sometimes 4, depending on how hard you go. And day 2 was like bad, and then day 3 I was like, what the fuck? When I was walking around, and I'm going to the city, so I'm taking the train in the city. Then I'm walking like a couple blocks to the thing, so I'm like already like I'm like my legs hurt right
Heinous.
now. And as soon as that fucking needle hit my leg, I was like, oh hell no, this is not gonna be a good time at all.
So how
By
did it
like,
go?
what do you mean? How did it go?
Yeah,
I mean, I got the tattoo done.
well, obviously, yeah, but during the process of it,
It was terrible, a terrible experience. Not because of the tattoo
yeah,
artist,
yeah,
but
yeah.
because of just one. I didn't know that the calf was already like a super sensitive area because I didn't. I don't know. I was always told like that like the bony parts hurt, like you know what I'm saying, your ribs, your foot,
The tissue's just
your
too
back.
soft.
Yeah, so
It's straight muscle.
I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
And me, because of my body build, most of everything on my body is literally all my muscle groups are pretty much the only thing there is muscle. It's not like I even have any fat surrounding my calf.
Mm-hmm.
So probably by
Yeah, that shit was
hour,
like this.
yeah,
It was like this.
probably by hour, because I think it was like a 4 or 5 hour session. So probably by like the third hour, like once we got to the shading part, it felt like someone took a piece of sandpaper and rubbed it on my leg like 10 times, and then just started drawing
Nah,
on my
bro.
shit. That's literally what it felt
I
like. I
hate
felt my
shading.
skin felt so raw,
That shading shit
like
is
so
not.
raw.
It's not. That
But
shit for the
but
birds.
now my skin literally felt like someone took sandpaper and just fucking
Scraped it.
and then fucking just started drawing on it.
Nah, bro.
I was like, nah, that shit
Get
hurt
away
like a
from me with that
motherfucker.
shit,
Yeah, no, that shit
please.
hurt. But yeah, and then when they got to the back, when I got to the back of my knee,
Nah, I'm good, bro. I
oh
can't. I
man,
can't do my legs.
and bro, like, and if you look, that's the only thing that's at the back of my knee is just that little piece.
Yeah, nah.
That shit, I was like, what the fuck?
Motherfucker would get to that part in the back of my leg, and I'm gonna go, oh, like that shit. All this right here, bro, tickles. Cause it tickles.
No,
Like, nah, bro.
no, no. Not
I'm
when you get a
good.
tattoo, they're not gonna tickle.
He said, nah, it's gonna hurt.
It's just gonna be straight pain.
Bro, nah.
Honestly, it probably hurts even more if you're ticklish there because it's probably more sensitive.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not a
So
fan.
I don't know, but it's like now I only have the one tattoo on my leg, and like I kind of want to fill it up. So I don't know. I might have to just pop a
Yeah,
Zan.
I'm giving straight side eye to these niggas today, bro. Cause fuck this.
I might just have to
I'm
pop it.
good.
I might have to pop a Zan and just fucking lay there.
I think if I ever get like a bunch of tattoos, it would be like you're putting me to sleep.
The hell no. The
Or-
anesthesia shit, fuck that.
or-
I'm taking a Xanax.
Or give me the what's it called cream,
the numbing cream. I heard that like I've heard different things.
I have as well.
From like some tattoo artists say it fucks up the
Tattoo.
tattoo itself, like the way your body absorbs the ink.
I feel like the stencil gets fucked up.
I don't know if it's I think it's the way your skin absorbs the ink. Cause you're
I feel like it's like extra lotion on top of your skin.
well, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the nerves feeling it play a part into your skin actually
taking it in.
receiving the ink. So I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but
No. What you just said makes a lot of fucking sense.
but they I've heard that like it fucks up the way that your skin takes the ink and like how the tattoo will end up looking after you get the tattoo. So like some of them might be like more faded than it should be or whatever have you. So I would never do the
Nah,
numbing. I
that
personally
makes
would never do the
sense.
numbing cream. I'm not gonna lie, the people who do anesthesia are fucking insane. Absolutely insane. I think LaMelo Ball did that shit,
He
right?
did. Deshaun Watson.
Melo's the young one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. You're bugging out.
yeah.
First of all, the way Melo did it was I don't even understand it. 'Cause, like, I mean, luckily for him, it came out fire.
It did
But
come
like,
out fire. I ain't gonna lie,
it's
bro. It's only because he's super light skinned.
yeah, but like it's
That shit came
insane.
out
It's insane
insane.
though because I would never get one piece done by two completely different artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they usually have two different styles. So like, what if like the one dude just like went on like a completely different riff while he was in the tattoo, just like wanting to add
Wanted to
his
do
style
one
on
thing,
it,
yeah.
and then you got a whole different style, but they're supposed to like look the same, and then
And
they end up
connect.
not looking the same. Like I said,
Well,
luckily
shitty.
for him, it looked the same, but I'm like, and also that is like, I mean, they got the money for that shit, but like, bro, that shit is ridiculous because you gotta pay the anesthesiologist,
Yeah.
which is like however many thousands of dollars just for the anesthesia alone.
To them, that's nothing.
And then if you doing a big piece like that,
That's breach,
I can
bro.
only imagine how much money that should cost them. I'd rather just if I'm getting a tattoo, I don't know.
That shit threw
I
me
feel
when I
like
first found out how much tattoos were, bro.
yeah, but
I'm
like,
like, yo, you're painting me, bro. You're drawing on me. Then
yeah,
I understood the process some more, and I was like,
but I feel
all
like too
right.
like the whole I don't know. I feel like the whole tattoo like the point of like getting tattoos and like that whole tattoo culture is like and like if you gonna get that shit done, endure the fucking pain. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Like
is,
what the
though.
fuck?
Just do it
You
and
know
get
what
it
I'm saying?
done.
Like
Do it and get it
at
done.
most I'd fucking take his hand and just sleep.
And let it rock.
While I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
But like I probably wouldn't even do that. Cause
I think that,
I'm low key psychotic. Like I want to feel, I want to know I got that shit. Like I want to. That's you call it tattoo therapy. I get that shit every year, bro. During Christmas time or like the winter, it's like fucking my skin is like fiending for
a tattoo,
a
a
tattoo.
nucleus of ink.
Yeah, it's like I'm like fiending for like that quote unquote like trauma. I guess like the skin trauma.
No, that feeling though. I
Yeah.
know what you mean though, because like I have a weird sensation as well, where I like weirdly enjoy pain. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, well that's
It's kind of
bro,
awkward.
that's like boxers and MMA fighters.
Yeah.
Like, y'all have to love getting punched in the face
Yeah.
to an extent.
Like
You know
to
what
a
I'm saying?
certain extent,
like,
to where it's
y'all
like,
have to love getting fucking hit.
hit me, please,
Yeah.
hit me.
Like there's certain people who be like
I
that.
felt that
And they
though.
be getting amped up when they fighting and all of a
As
sudden
soon as
like,
they get hit, they
punched in
go.
the face. Like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm ready
some
to
of
go.
them, or when they see blood get drawn, like some of them like that shit.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking psychotic.
Honestly, that's a sport for retards.
I'm crying. Stop saying that word, please. I'm not trying to get canceled.
It's a sport. All right, yo, it's a sport for slow people.
I don't know. I think the word's like socially acceptable again. I don't
It is.
know.
I don't know, but I understand where they're coming from. I like to get hit sometimes too. So I'm not saying that I'm not like them. I'm also one of them. I'm not just saying that. Me too, bro. I enjoy the pain as well for some odd reason.
No.
Something about like blood being drawn though, because like I'll get a cut, especially like dealing with garbage and shit. Just the nastiest shit ever, bro. But like I'll bump my arm, I'll bump my leg on something, and it will cut me. As soon as I see some blood, I'm like, I feel the rain hitting it, or I feel like sweat hitting the cut, and it starts stinging. I'm like, bro, I done got hit with garbage cans in the top of my head.
Yo.
Everything you can possibly think of, but I like the physical, like,
Well, I mean, yeah, you play lacrosse and football, so
even yeah.
it makes sense.
I
I
don't know
play
what it
baseball.
is.
I'm not really with none of that. Actually, I can't even say that.
Nah, baseball's, you're nuts for saying that. I'm not gonna cap.
What?
Baseball's nuts, bro.
What?
You seen what they do, bro? This is the same process. This is a whole different game. That's all it is. They
Yeah, but
work
not-
just as much as we do.
No, I'm saying the physical.
Oh, but
contact.
like getting that like physical pain though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Besides like getting hurt.
nah. I had
There's a lot of injuries.
I had a decent amount of physical pain. I was getting hit by a shit ton of baseballs. Batting,
Oh,
bro. When you
nah, fuck that.
bro, when you little, and the motherfuckers can't fucking
They
actually throw the ball,
can't pitch.
and you just getting beat in the back, and you're closer too. So it's like, bro, I would just get hit all the time. But I remember which technically is not legal to do when you're playing.
Uh-huh.
But I remember going to a batting cage one time because one of the guys that my dad used to work with, he owned a batting cage out in Deer Park,
Mhm.
and because his daughter played softball on the travel team, so he had a batting cage out there. So I would go out there a couple times. Like we wouldn't go that often just because how far Deer Park was from from my dad's crib.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember he was there one time, and he had told me like whenever you're in the batter's box, like if a pitch is coming to you, turn your back towards the pitch, like try to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Because I never would do that. I would get hit. I would low key just stand there and get hit. But like, you can't show the umpire that you're not trying to get out of the way. Because if you're not trying to get out of the way, then it's just considered a ball. Like you have to attempt to avoid the getting hit. You can't like if you see
but if you're attempting to get when you attempt to get like to get away from the ball hitting you,
yeah,
it's considered what?
It'd be like if it's coming towards you and you try to get out of the way of the ball and it still hits you, then you get a free base.
Yeah,
based on balls.
Okay.
But if you get
there's just ball.
If you get hit, like if I'm standing there, it gets thrown right at me, and I'm literally just staring at that shit and don't move, then the umpire can call it a ball, because the batter has to actively try to avoid getting hit.
Mm.
So when I did that, when I was in high school, I would literally just always turn because it got called on me one time because he said I leaned into the pitch, which I didn't because of the inside corner pitch, and what I did was, I technically could have avoided the pitch if I literally just took a step back, but instead of me taking a step back, I went like that, so it hit my like tricep, but they said I didn't try to avoiding the pitch because he was like saying I turned into it, because if I would have stayed where I was, he wouldn't have hit me, but I turned into it.
You turning into it actually made you hit the ball. Gotcha.
Yeah, so
that makes more sense.
They call ball, but that makes sense. That's he told me that. I don't even know why the fuck how we got into that. Oh, the physical thing.
Yeah.
That's about as fucking physical as it got. Well, unless like contact plays at the plate or the base.
Yeah.
I remember. Now I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I remember one time in high school, I was playing shortstop. I think it was my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing in Queens High School teaching. Where I'm playing shortstop. There's a guy on first. I don't even know how many outs, whatever, but there's a guy on first. Pitcher pitches the ball. Catcher catches it. The guy's on first is trying to steal second. So, for anybody who doesn't know, whenever it's a righty batter, or a lefty batter, because it was a lefty batter. Whenever it's a lefty batter, usually your second baseman will shift over towards the first base side. So, and the shortstop will shift. Everyone will shift towards the direction of where the lefty will hit most, which is the right side of the field. Mm-hmm. So I shifted obviously more up the middle. So he's stealing. I'm supposed to cover second. So I go to cover second for the steal, and the catcher threw the ball to the left of the bag, so into where the runner's path was. Mm-hmm. And I remember trying to grab the ball, so that way, because if it goes over my head, I don't want him to turn and get third. Yep. I remember running across second, and I remember my foot hitting second. I jumped up off of second base, so I had like the extra little height on it. Cause I'm short now. I was even shorter at that time. So I jumped, and as soon as like I don't even remember if I caught it or not. But as soon as I reached my glove out, all I remember is this fucking kid like slid late as shit, clipped the bottom of my foot with his helmet, and I literally did a fucking complete somersault in the air and landed flat on my back. Just boom. I was like, what the fuck? I just sat. I didn't even move. I was just laying there for like. I probably laid there for like a minute.
What they call?
Nothing. I don't remember.
They
might have called it. They might have called it interference on the runner because he got in the way of me making a play on the ball. They might have called it interference. I don't remember. But he was. I don't remember. No, he might have been safe a second. I don't know. But I was just like, I remember just looking at him like, why are you like?
Nah, he was focused on why the hell he was in the air. He said, like, why am I up here, bro?
Not even that. It's like you see me like your base running. You're supposed to be looking. I've played baseball pretty much my whole life. Like when you're running the bases, you look straight. What are you fucking looking at that you sliding that late, bro? Like I know you seen the fucking and you have peripherals. Like if you see the ball crossing, like you're gonna see the ball. If you see it going that high up, what the fuck you even sliding for?
Yeah, nah, for real.
I'm not that tall.
Nah, I'm
Nor
going
am
for
I getting
the.
that shit. And then you gonna slide late as fuck, and then you gonna clip my foot. Like,
Nah,
thank God I didn't get fucking like actually hurt.
he was
But
going for blood, bro.
motherfucker,
Ain't no way.
I
The way you're
got the
describing it
wind
doesn't
knocked
make
out of me.
sense for you to slide to the back
No, not at
at
all.
all. Because either you run to the back and you're safe to run to the back, because you can see that the
Yeah,
person is physically not tall enough to get there, and
You
it's
know,
high.
it got thrown off. It got thrown onto his side of the bag, and I had to. The only way I
Yeah.
could try to make a play on the ball was I had to jump up. And once I jumped up, he fucking clipped the bottom of my foot with his helmet.
Shit, bro.
And
I hope that person
that shit
watches
was
this.
GG.
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
I hope you see this one
I don't
day,
even-
bro. I don't know
yeah.
who you are.
I don't even know
what
who-
school you were
I
at.
don't even know who he is.
You're an ass.
Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck he is. I
That's
remember
an
that he was a bigger
asshole shit,
kid,
bro.
but yeah,
Here in baseball, even like seeing
that's
it makes me want to go play
that's about as
softball.
physical as it gets.
That's
I mean, it
what-
can't even get. That sport doesn't even really get physical anymore because like they banned a lot of shit that people used to do like back in the early before like the 2015s and onward, probably the 2010s, like just intentionally sliding into people at second. That used to be a thing in the pros, like whenever they like turn a double play, like people would intentionally slide into the person
to like
on
avoid
second.
them from catching the ball.
Yeah, they try to get them to fuck up making them throw the first or get them to drop the ball or whatever have you. And then people used to do collisions at home until Buster Posey broke his leg.
That's
Like, yeah, I think he snapped his femur because he was, if I remember correctly, and if anybody who watches baseball knows this, everyone that watches baseball should know the Buster Posey like leg break. But he was at home, caught the ball, and the dude that was running home fucking trucked him, and his just whole leg went back and it just snapped.
Oh, because of the way he was kneeled?
Yeah. I think it was the way
he was probably squatted already in that moment.
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he wasn't.
Because if he got leaned back like this, that means his leg just fell to the ground and too much pressure was on his leg.
Yeah.
That shit just broke.
His
That's fucked,
His
bro.
shit folded.
Oh, fuck. That's nuts, bro.
So after that happened, they banned the collisions at home.
I always thought about like, yo, what happened to that shit?
Yeah.
Because you know how you would be like, or I would be like personally, you already knew this shit. But I used to be like 15, 16 when like Instagram was popping. Like back then, high school, and I would watch reels, or they weren't really reels, they were just Instagram videos.
Yeah.
But watch those and you would see old videos of like people running through and smoking people at home base. And I was always like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I never thought there was any physicality in baseball.
All you see was
I would do that shit.
Nah, as soon as you seen the forearm go up, like the catcher knew it was go time.
Oh.
Like as soon as you seen whoever's running their forearms going up, you already know like I'm about to hit the shit out of you right now.
Nah, bro.
I'm about to truck your shit. You better hold the fucking ball.
I would love that shit. That'd have been dope.
That's what they used to do. They used to just fucking run and then put their forearms up, most of them, and you just fucking try and hit them like in the chest area.
But it really doesn't. It only makes sense though when he doesn't have the ball.
No, you would do it when he has the ball because if the ball pops out, there's no out.
Yeah, but what if you make contact and he just?
Yeah, if I tag you, but the ball comes out on the tag, then there's no tag because you lost control of the ball. You have to.
That's some football shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You have to hold control of the ball.
Said incomplete pass.
You know, you have to hold control of the ball the
entire time.
Yeah, it's the same way as if you're catching a pop up. Like if you catch a pop up or a line drive, whatever have you, and it falls out of the glove, then it's not an out because you didn't have control of the ball all the way. If it's on the transfer, then it'll be an out because it's considered a transfer. So like when you're transferring it from the glove to your hand
to throw.
If you bobble it, that's different. It's still out. But
copy. So if I was to fully catch it, and then drop it, I'm fine?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's fine. That makes sense.
But if you just drop it, it's the same thing. So like if you're tagging, you have to have control of the whole thing the whole time. So like, even like if someone's sliding in a second and like if they tag you with the glove, but like let's say they hit you on the part where the ball, like the pocket where the ball is, and it just pops out on the tag, you're safe. Because you didn't hold control of the ball the whole time. So that's why they would hit them at home. Because like that's why if you go and look at those old reels or videos, whatever have you, you'll see that a lot of the times when the catcher had the the ball,
Mm.
they would like kind of put the glove
Like
near their
here.
chest and like try and tag. So that way,
Okay. So almost like
so
this.
if they got
Almost.
hit, the ball would
When they
go
gotta
back to
get
their
there, they go like
chest.
this type of thing.
Same thing with football. Like if you're holding a ball here, because if you get hit, you want it to go here and stay
Yeah,
here.
stay against
Obviously,
your
you don't want to
body.
hold it too tight because then it'll
Yeah.
just pop out. But like you hold it just enough so that way if you get hit, it just pushes it
Yeah.
closer to you as opposed to just fucking flying out.
Nah,
So
that's
that's why they
crazy.
would hit motherfuckers because it's like I'm gonna try and get this ball out your glove.
Damn, bro.
And then Buster Posey got cooked.
And after he
And then
got
after
cooked, that shit
was
was.
over. That shit was over. Because he was like, I think he was the face, like the face of the league, or like just one of the big stars of the league at that time. And
Oh
then
yeah, fuck that.
that
Yeah.
shit. I mean, I think he
That's
was out for
dope.
like a year
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
It's like somebody
But I
breaking
feel like
LeBron's ankles.
I feel like if that shit happened to someone like that, no one really gave a fuck about, they probably would have just let it rock. But because
He like brought
like,
money to the league.
yeah, because
Yeah.
people loved him because he played for the Giants, the
Copy.
San Francisco Giants. And like
Damn,
the last person
bro.
that was important that played for them was fucking Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
So
I know that name. I don't even know baseball like that.
yeah, but
That's how you know.
well, yeah,
Everybody know Barry Bonds.
Kanye make another hit, Barry Bonds.
Nah, I never knew that either, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
What you just said, Kanye?
Yeah, the Barry Bonds song from Graduation.
Nah, I
or
listened
Late
to it.
Registration. You never heard Barry Bonds?
Mm-mm.
What? How?
What do you mean? I probably heard it in like passing or something, but like
How the fuck have you never heard Barry Bonds by Kanye? Did you never listen to Kanye? Like,
I listened.
Did you ever listen to Kanye?
I did. Like growing up a lot. That was
Obviously
somebody I listened
not.
to a lot. No. But it wasn't like me directly listening to him. It was like secondary listening to because my uncle was playing Kanye. So I would be in his room. He's playing Kanye. I'm playing the game, but I'm listening to the music. But I've never really like
No, fuck that shit.
sat there and
Hold
had
on.
to like listen to that shit.
I'm about to put this shit on right now.
I'm weak.
Not like I'm not gonna play the whole thing. but
Yeah, obviously.
I'm about to fucking. Hopefully I don't get. We'll probably get hit with a copyright strike or some shit for
Mhm.
playing 2 seconds of the fucking song.
Oh, I'm capping that much.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm capping.
I was about to say there ain't no way you never
I'm
heard Barry
capping that
Bonds.
much.
Yeah.
I didn't know the song was called Barry Bonds though, but I remember that first line though. Yeah, I gotta do better, bro.
I think it's make another hit Barry Bonds or some shit like that.
I gotta stop.
I think that's what he says. I could be fucking lying.
God's
I'll probably
cheese.
butcher the whole chorus.
God's cheese.
Is it make another hit Barry Bonds? Or
What's
get
going
another hit
on
Barry
here?
Bonds?
Yeah, we're popping on here, dog. What's going on?
Here's another hit Barry Bonds. There you go. I was close. I knew something hit.
Hey man,
I knew it was something
in
other
there.
hit Barry Bonds.
He was in there.
Yeah, no.
Damn,
That was a steroid era though.
Yeah, bro. What's that guy saying? The Hispanic guy?
Alex Rodriguez?
No.
Sammy Sosa?
Yeah, Sammy Sosa, that brick. Like, only because he looks like a brick. He dead ass does. His head's like a brick. Mine is too though. I got corners. Like it's a corner here. I got almost like horns in my head.
I'm crying.
When it get hot outside, it's nuts.
Nah,
OD.
that's devious. Let's see.
OD.
Do I have anything? We didn't talk about any other shit that I have right now.
Run it. What you got?
I don't know.
Pick one. Oh,
let's see.
yo, man, I got a mosquito bite. Working on the back of the sanitation truck. It's the biggest mosquito bite I've ever had in my life.
Oh,
I'm putting crosses in it.
I don't know how I even forgot about this.
Tic-tac-toe.
This isn't even really a question or anything. This is to address all the motherfuckers that are going to Puerto Rico that ain't from Puerto Rico, that are trying to take over our culture. Specifically, whoever that Redditor was that decided that they wanted to spray shit to kill coquis. Fuck you.
To kill what?
Coquis. The little frogs that make the sound.
Yeah, he's trying to spray what though?
Something to kill them. Because they were staying at an Airbnb and they said they were disturbing them.
Go home.
With some shit on Reddit.
Go home, bro.
Yeah. So yeah. We're not doing that. I just want y'all to know that. We're not going for any of that.
I'm not Puerto Rican, but I follow right behind it. Not gonna lie to you. I got a lot of Puerto Rican friends.
There's a reason why I got the flag behind me right now, and I was going to speak about this if we recorded last week because last week was the Puerto Rican Day
Mm-hmm.
festival and the parade. So yeah, I, what I don't understand is that if you have a problem with something that's in a different area, why are you in that area? Just stay at home. There's a reason why. I'm not even trying to be fucked up, but there's a reason why you're white and we're born in America, and you're not from Puerto Rico. Because I've never heard a single Puerto Rican say, "Oh, I hate cookies."
Nah, they're not
It's a
so.
part of our culture. It's something that can only live in Puerto Rico or Hawaii. Um, only two places in the world that can live on. You can't take it anywhere else. I mean, it it's like the staple sound of
It's a
Puerto
part of
Rico.
the culture. It's
It's
a
a
part of
staple.
the
Yeah,
culture.
it's a staple sound.
You got an issue with it? Stay your ass in America, bro. Keep your
Yeah,
ass in the States if you're gonna have a problem with something that's in somewhere else where you're trying to go and like be a fucking tourist and
yeah.
shit.
Or go back to Europe.
That too,
You could do that
bro.
too.
I'm so tired of
You know
this
what I'm
shit being
saying?
a melting pot.
You could go to the UK
Y'all are annoying.
and go eat some shitty food.
This is I was saying to myself,
Like
but just to go off of that point, this is the worst but the best era to be alive, bro. Swear to God. The worst but the best.
there's so much shit going on.
It's the best because all right, we have access to literally everything. Everything.
That's what
It's the
I feel like
worst.
that also makes it the worst at the same time.
Exactly, because we have access to absolutely everything. Like it's absurd. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's
Actually,
overstimulating and it's too much.
because I brought this up,
Mm-hmm.
I did have another topic
Good.
that we could just make this just our talking point and then probably end it after here when
Oh,
we're
yeah.
done. But do you think being born in the US is a gift or a curse?
A curse. And the reason why I say it's a
I'll fucking
curse
answer that so fast.
so fast, I say it's a curse because you can take a trip from here and go anywhere else. And when you get there, you're going to figure out the teaching is different, the culture is different, the lifestyle is different, the people are different. There's a different level of consideration. People walk around loving each other and not walking around with stank ass attitudes for no reason. People genuinely enjoy their culture and genuinely enjoy other people's cultures when you come there. There's no problems outside of the US when it comes down to like way of living. There are countries that obviously aren't the United States. So I'm not saying I don't like the United States or that it's BS or anything like that. I'm just saying on the premise of the question that you asked, it's a curse, especially because if you're trying to live a life that is fruitful and a life where you have the ability to multiply, this is a hard place to do it. It's an easy place to do it, but it's a hard place to do it if you have morals. You go to other countries, for example, if you wanted to go live in Puerto Rico, you could. You wanted to go live in Bali, you could. I would. I love America, but there's
Nah,
better
well,
people out there, bro.
I love Puerto Rico too, but it's hard to live out there
In the sense of what though?
as far as like wages and the governance and shit like
Well,
that.
yeah, but I'm not talking about in the sense of like money wise.
Oh,
I'm
just
talking
quality,
about
like
quality of
like the
life.
environment.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
talking quality of life when it comes down to this. When it comes down to money, this is the only place you can really be. And that's I'll say it straight up. You want to make money and have your life based off of like making that money, cool, no problem. If you're gonna make money and then save it and then go dip somewhere else, you're gonna enjoy where you live somewhere else. And the way of living in that place is gonna allow you to move forward better in your life and you're gonna enjoy it.
yeah.
Here, it's straight up wake up, hustle and bustle,
I think
work, 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 go home, build a family, hustle and bustle some more, die.
I think that's the same way. I feel like there's no one way or another on this specific topic.
No.
Even though I asked the question, I don't think there
Yeah.
is an answer because there's like everything in life. There's good and bad. Like to your point, saving money and going somewhere else, like that's a gift of being
Yeah.
here. Because if you go to fucking if you want to go to Dominican Republic
Yeah.
and move here, you're gonna be dirt broke if you come here with their money.
100%.
Whereas if we go there with our money,
Yep.
we live lavishly. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's a gift in itself. But it's like I feel like the curse in it is that you understand what this country was built on. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing with Europe too. Like certain parts of Europe, like Spain, like what Spain was built on, it's like conquering. You know what I'm saying? And my little island was a part of that shit. But I don't know. It's
a troubling topic because I agree with what you're saying right now as well. I push for curse because everything that we're taught is to understand the lie that this country was built on.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about like I'm not about to bring this conversation and go about 400 years of slavery. It goes into the conversation, yes, but everything about this country and how it's brought upon is not how the country was brought upon.
no.
But they're telling us a different story, and that we're building our lives off of what we were told,
Yeah, but
while
like,
figuring out what it actually is.
but there's I mean, it all really it stems from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It stems from Spain. Like it
Yeah.
all like Puerto Rico, fucking Dominican Republic, Haiti. We all went through the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
America, where we all went through the same shit from the same fucking guy, motherfucking Christopher.
And that to me always pisses me off because there was
Shit is
already
so
people
crazy.
there, bro. And that's the most difficult thing for me to understand is like, there's no way you just come there and completely just shatter everything that's there,
Yeah,
take it over with people already being there, bro. So
Yeah.
every single section that you just named that I'm talking about, people were there already.
yeah,
What did this guy discover?
nothing. He just discovered that there was people there.
And just decides to get everybody sick and fuck. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. It's crazy. It's a
I will-
crazy world we live in.
I will say that the development though of this country is like very interesting. It's interesting how
How
like
so?
just how fucking whitewashed and brainwashed
Mhm.
everyone in the country is.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone.
Everyone.
Majority. I'll say majority.
Yeah.
But it can't be everyone.
95.
Yeah, but
Percent.
majority.
100%.
And it can't. It obviously can't be everyone because you have people who are like free thinkers, but
Mhm.
for the most part. But when you see shit online, and it's even even being online now, it's like I don't even
Nah,
know,
bro.
I don't even know what the fuck is going on half the time when I'm in comment sections and shit like that. Half the shit like, bro, it's so bad that I don't even know if shit's real.
Yo, bro.
Like I don't like.
Yo, bro.
First of all, Elon Musk allowing people to monetize Twitter or X, whatever the fuck, probably one of the worst things that's ever happened, ever. Because the amount of rage bait that I see on my shit all day long, I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, I have no like. Even he be rage baiting. Like what? Like who? What are
They're
you?
trying to get interactions.
Yeah,
Interactions.
I know.
Interactions.
They just rage bait. They just be
And-
saying the most wild shit, and then you'll see, and then
You sit there and
and
think
then,
about
and then the people that comment are rage baiting for their interactions. And then if it's a positive post, then you'll have someone in the comments rage baiting for interactions on the comment under a good post. And it's like, bro, what is wrong with
Yo,
y'all?
bro. Or
And then I can't tell if half the shit, I don't even know if half the shit is real or not.
Or
if it's just
AI.
botted accounts. That's what I'm saying. Like,
bro, that and you know how you see some post on Instagram or Facebook, and the moment you get to the comment section, it could be a regular post. It could be about a camera that's being sponsored. In the comment section of that camera that's being sponsored is not this time, Diddy. Not this time, Diddy.
Yeah.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No. I'm like, nah. I'm about to go play PlayStation because there's no way, bro. My
Yeah.
brain was so much better when I played games. My brain was so much better when I played games. When I
I don't
started scrolling, nah, bro.
yeah, I don't
Fuck
know.
that.
I don't know what's going on.
They
I
got
really
us
don't.
down to there.
We're in such a fucking, I don't know what, yeah.
They're taking minds, bro.
Society, like
Everybody's
society-wise,
clueless.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Clueless. People are literally just sitting there and scrolling all day.
Bro, listen, I'm not even a political person by any means, like at all. But like, there was really people, 6 months ago, that didn't even know what a tariff was. Talking about things are gonna get cheaper for us, and I'm like, how?
Now look,
Shit don't make no sense. I'm like, bro, what do you like? Do y'all? What the fuck did y'all do in school? Did you even go?
no,
Like, I don't understand it.
no. Everybody
Motherfuckers
that
is
makes videos on Instagram,
fucking on the
bro.
block drinking 40s.
No, but nobody's sitting there.
Nah, because if you think about, because the main people that I would see that were talking like that too, it wasn't even our generation. It was literally and I'm not saying our generation is any smarter by any means, because like I know a lot of dumb motherfuckers, but a lot of people that I had seen talking about that specifically the tariff shit, when I would see people get interviews, it was people who were like our parents' age or maybe a little bit younger.
Yep.
And I'm like, bro, were you just posted up on the corner drinking 40s and not doing nothing? Because how do you not know tariffs is just a different word for tax? Like it's literally you learn that shit in like second grade or like first grade or some shit. That shit's like elementary school history.
Elementary school history,
like,
bro.
Because I'm pretty sure you learn about that shit with
I think it's like fifth grade.
China.
I think it's fifth grade.
Yeah, with China.
Yep.
And fucking
when you first start learning about China and all the differences, that's when I believe is first introduced to you. Like, and from there, you understand it in like world history in sixth grade. After that, it's like,
and then it gets reintroduced in fucking high school.
Yeah,
they talk about the same shit for fucking
12 years, over and over and over and over and over again, broken down.
Only 12 years? No, 14 years.
What
or
sense?
13 years.
What sense?
I'm saying talking about the same shit. Like 13 years. You're going from kindergarten to fucking 12th grade. You're usually like 5 to 8. Usually like 5 to 8.
Yeah.
Or 5 to 8, 5 to 18.
Bro,
that shit OD.
And the thing about it is, like,
I just don't understand how people are so fucking stupid.
But think about this though: the people who actually, it's hard for people who think. So if you think and you have a sense of like perception, your own mindset, and everything like that, and you look at things yourself, and you don't just follow everybody else, it's hard to be alive right now.
I'm not even gonna lie though. The problem is that like with certain shit you don't even have to think about.
No, for real. Which is why it makes it harder for people who do think. Because, like, we think. When we know we don't have to think on a thing, we're chilling. But everybody else in this world is just sitting there.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Like, that's what I really just don't understand it. Because, like, the...
Light's green. Is it?
The willingness of, like, misinformation, it just makes no sense. Specifically, because this is what we're talking about right now, like the tariff situation, like it makes no sense, bro. If someone walks up to you and starts talking about tariffs, how do you what's the word I'm even looking for? I guess like just so confidently want to be like, oh
Wrong.
Yeah, good, because this. Like, bro, how do you not know what it, like, why did you not Google what a fucking tariff is? You could have literally pulled your phone. I could go and ask this bitch Siri right now, what's a fucking tariff?
Yo, pop it up on your phone before you answer the question, please.
But like, dead ass.
It's just that simple though.
Why answer something if you don't know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because someone asks you about a tariff, you look smarter by saying, honestly, I really don't even know what a tariff is, than you look if you say the whole wrong answer.
A whole bunch of BS.
The whole wrong answer.
They're going to speak something into existence and not even know what the fuck they just said.
Yeah. Because
they're just saying whatever just because, I know what I'm talking about. Bro, you have no idea what's going on.
No, not at all. Shit makes no sense.
You have no idea.
If we're paying the tax on the import, like, how do you think it makes it cheaper for us?
Yep.
We're importing something that we pay the tax on it.
Yep.
China don't. Why the fuck would China pay a tax?
The entire thought process.
Like, why would they pay a tax to send something to us? That makes no fucking sense. That's like me,
bro.
No, that's like me. No, listen. That's like me going to the fucking store. I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven right now, and I'm gonna buy a fucking bottle of water. They're gonna pay me tax when I buy the bottle of water. Why the fuck would they pay me tax on a bottle of water? That makes no fucking sense. I'm paying the tax on the bottle because I'm purchasing it. That's what a fucking tax is. That's what a tariff is. You're paying a tariff. The word tariff existed before the word tax existed. They changed the word tariff in the fucking tax. It started as tariffs. Products had tariffs. And the tariff started, I think, because of the fucking alcohol and shit.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing, bro? I hate y'all. I don't hate all y'all, but I hate most of y'all.
Nah, it's mostly, for me, it's all y'all.
I can't even say I hate y'all. I hate y'all. I hate your ignorance.
I won't say I hate.
I hate your ignorance.
I strongly dislike
I hate
a lot of you.
No, I hate your ignorance. I hate the ignorance.
You.
I don't hate.
He has ignorance. I hate you. And the reason why is because literally you pick up your phone and you'll scroll. You'll pick up your phone and you comment, but you won't take your phone and hit Safari. You won't say, hey, Siri. You won't just ask a question. Instead of posting a video about information that you don't have.
Google is free.
At least just read it off of Safari, bro.
Google it
I'd
for-
rather you just read it off of there instead of me like giving me straight BS that I'm gonna have to think about now. And now I lost a minute and a half listening to your bullshit.
Yeah, and I wasn't even saying that to say like, oh, I hate Trump or this, that, and the third. Whatever your political views are your political views.
Yeah, what are you
whatever
gonna do
mine
about
are mine. But it's like whenever I just don't appreciate people trying to show support of someone or something while utilizing misinformation
like
and
zero knowledge of what's going on.
and chance of support, because then that just makes me realize like we're fucking cooked because y'all don't even know what you're voting for.
Yo, bro, you want to know how?
You don't know what you're
I
voting
watched
for.
a video before I came here, right? And I was so flabbergasted by watching this video. I saw a whole bunch of people, and they're holding up F Trump signs and
Yeah, it's like y'all voted for him.
Trump is destroying democracy.
Like y'all voted for him.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I could have sworn there's been nothing but Trump rallies up and down Hempstead Turnpike, up and down Sunrise Highway over the course of the last how many years in Long Island?
Since COVID.
So you mean to tell me
even while he was president, they were
that
fucking rallying.
Now you're starting to look at it differently? Nah, you're a retard, bro. I'm sorry. And I really, really dislike the way that you are as an individual. Because like he just said, you have no idea what you're voting for, which means you have no idea what you're doing in your life, which also means you just got up and started doing stuff.
Yeah.
You've been running on E your entire life, and you're just showing up to life all willy-nilly, just letting it rock and letting it kick you in your ass. That's why you don't know what you're voting for. That's why when people ask me, yo, bro, like, what's your political views? My political views? What's your intellect, bro? What do you mean political views? Everybody that's on that podium as a political figure is a fucking puppet. So you mean to tell me that you want me to give you an aspect of my intellect on puppets? You're stupid. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't have that conversation. The moment I start hearing presidential this, presidential that, people hate me.
Yeah.
They know I'm not going to talk on it. I can't.
Yeah, there's someone I'm friends with who I appreciate, but they were giving me shit for not voting because I didn't vote.
Me either.
Because
somebody gonna hate that, and honestly, there's some rocks over there. Your feet need them. I don't care.
Yeah, no, but I thought I actually was registered to vote, and I was like, I honestly was gonna do it just for the shits and giggles of doing it, but it's like it pretty much proved my point because I was like, my vote doesn't really matter. And they were like, oh no, it does matter, whatever have you. And I'm like, on the presidential, especially when it comes to presidential campaigning, it definitely doesn't. I think on more state level, like mayor runs,
voting
governance,
state-wise matters like a motherfucker.
But
that makes way more sense. It's a bigger impact.
Yeah, because it's whatever's going on locally for you, like or locally or even just state wide, whatever. But that's more important than, not saying voting for a president or the presidential elections aren't important, because the presidential elections obviously are important because it determines who our president's going to be. But I live in New York, okay? As long as I've been alive, as far as I'm aware, New York has always been blue. So I said that it don't matter who I vote for because Kamala's going to get elected regardless. I could have voted for whoever the fuck the independent dude was. Kamala still would have gotten voted, well, not elected, but still gotten our electoral college votes, which she did. And it's the same. And then we're not a swing state.
People are saying with that thought process you're having,
I forget what we're called.
People are saying that if everybody else would have voted, Kamala would have won.
Yeah, I don't live in. That's the problem.
Let's just be truthful.
I don't live in those states. I don't think that would have been true. But two,
she wouldn't have won, bro. And I'm sorry for the fact of the realism. But
one, I don't think that would be true. But two, it matters most in those states. It would have mattered most in the states that are majority red. Yeah. Usually red, like California, Florida, Texas, shit like that. You think fucking Texas is voting for Kamala?
Exactly, bro. Nobody down there is voting for Kamala, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Not one
the
person.
Southerners, the people that like their guns and shit like that. That's all they be talking about all the time.
Cause
I feel
like,
like,
bro, and it's like you
and I
when
don't
you're
want to.
having
I
this conversation, you can't even get that deep into it because there's nothing to get deep into for the conversation, bro.
no.
It really isn't.
And
Just
another,
it was crazy. Go ahead, go ahead.
I don't want to cut you off again, but the one thing I do want to say is I'm not speaking from the standpoint of I know everything about politics because I don't.
That too. I know nothing about
I don't
politics,
know
bro.
everything about anybody's campaigning or what who was going to do or wasn't going to do. But what I do know was that the biggest talking point was the tariffs, which is why I brought that up. And the reason why I brought up this conversation is just because, like I said, I don't appreciate the misinformation brought up to support campaigns by people who are just regular civilians who are supporting them. But I also don't want to spread any misinformation myself while talking to y'all about, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to fucking be a hypocrite in that sense. So there's not much more for me personally to expound upon because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much more. The only thing I know about politics is the electoral college. Well, not the only thing, but presidential elections is the electoral college, and I know that the electoral college is based on I think it's your House of Representatives or
Mm-hmm.
some shit like that, whatever for the state, and I know that's based on population per state. I know that the electoral college, although normally historically will support the popular vote,
Mm-hmm.
it's not mandatory or legislatively supported that they have to support the popular vote. And if you guys want to say that I'm wrong, go back to 2016 and you let me know who won that election. Was it Hillary or was it Trump? Because the last time I checked, the popular vote was 51% to Hillary and 49% to Trump. So if you want to tell me that our vote is what determines what goes from our presidential or presidential decisions, it's not true. It's whoever they want is whoever they get. That's the way that I see it. I could be completely wrong.
Yo,
I
and
could be
that's
completely wrong, and you
my
might think I'm ignorant
entire
for
thought
my
process.
decision or my opinion, and that's completely
Okay,
okay.
that's okay.
That's why we have
These conversations, for real.
that's why we have life.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's why we were given freedom of
free will.
choice. Oh yeah, free will. There you
Yeah.
go. I was looking for the word, but that's why we were given free will. You know what I'm saying, and that's another gift of the country that we're
Yep.
in right now. Is the freedom of speech that we have right now. But one thing I do want to say is that everyone needs to really recognize that what the fuck is going on in LA, what the fuck is going on with this whole ICE situation and all that shit. I don't give a fuck what you think about immigrants. I don't give a fuck what you think about people who came here illegally, whatever have you. I understand that there's a legal way about doing things and there's illegal way about doing things, but they're imposing on our rights. I hope the white people are ready for them motherfuckers to come knocking on your door too. Because it's not just gonna be Latinos that they're doing it to. It's gonna be everybody at some point. I'm sure. They're just gonna start knocking on motherfuckers' doors to see if we got someone living under the stairs like they fucking Harry Potter.
Going off of that point too, it's been the most craziest time to witness some of that shit take place, bro. Because this is not even our land, bro. You feel me? And when you look at Hispanic people and you look at the native people who were
we built this
here
shit.
first,
We built this shit.
I'm gonna be quite honest with you, bro.
We built
If
this shit. It was built on the
anybody
backs of
is
us.
closer to being original to this land here, it would be them. They're the closest people to South America, Central America, to travel actually up into America. They've been here, bro. There's no way you can tell me that they have not been here. So for history to be repeating itself again, Christopher Columbus has come back, pretty much. Pretty much doing the same process all over again. Just not to everybody, just to certain individuals who they believe are illegal
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's laws here on this in this country, in this world now. There's laws, and they're not worldly laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are structural laws built by individuals who believe they have the power to
Bro,
rule things
the
over
the problem is that
universal.
a lot of the laws that are still that a lot of the laws that a lot of the laws that we abide by today were fucking created 200 years ago when slavery was legal. Like someone on your side of the family that was not allowed to sit on his couch with someone that looked like me
No, not at all.
and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like
And I mean, like,
that's not even that fucking long ago.
I was about to say,
that's maybe 3
I was
generations
about to
ago.
say, 3 generations ago,
Like
ancestors were
if me
slaves,
and him
bro.
existed fucking 200 years ago, we would not be allowed to coexist. And
GG.
if we did, he would have got his ass beat or killed.
And just like to have that
One of
thought
the two.
process, the same
You
thing
know
is
what I
happening
mean?
right now, bro.
Like that shit is crazy. And so it's like for us to like I don't know. It's crazy that we're still following laws that
And
were created
people,
that
just
long
like,
ago, and like we don't the fact that we don't ever get um presidents that are campaigning to like change that shit kind of just shows you like what are we like that's where presidency should be going. Like when we have people who are coming into presidency and shit like that, they should be coming into fucking change trying to change legislation that has existed for from a time period where shit that is morally unethical like existed to now it doesn't exist anymore on a legal standpoint, but like the racism obviously still exists because it's not that far removed from people. Like Dr. King was walking around 60 years ago talking about getting rid of segregation, right? It was the 60s, if I'm not mistaken.
1960s.
Yeah. So it's like, bro,
My grandma's watching that on TV.
My grandpa was born in 1935, I think.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa was 30 years old around when segregation segregation was a thing
Mm-hmm.
where two people that were different colors could not be in the same area unless if it was listed as a non-segregated area. So like I think there's bigger issues than fucking how much money we're taking home or how much we're paying in taxes or what have you. Obviously those are issues in itself in the economically, but like I don't know. And if we're talking about economy and all that shit too, I just hope you guys know that the whoever doesn't appreciate the immigrants that are here illegally, and yes, I understand. Again, they're here illegally. Some of them are here illegally, or a lot of them are, but not all of them are criminals to the point where they're murderers, they're rapists, or whatever have you. A lot of them work, and because they work, they still pay taxes even though they're undocumented. And 3 years ago, they attributed $97 billion in taxes. So I just want you guys to let me know where we're getting that 97 billion from if we deport all of them.
Because keep it a buck, people that are my color and people that are here, y'all don't want to work. Y'all don't want to work.
No,
Nobody wants to put in the work. And those people have come to this country and done the work. So for them to come to this country, bring more of their family here.
Bro, they work for less money than we work for.
Yup. But then they work 10 times more than we do, way longer than we do.
Because they're still making more money than they were ever making where they're
back home.
From. Yeah.
And now they take what they're getting here, they grab more people, they run the play together, build something up, and then before you know it, bro, there's 3 or 4 generations all making way more money than anybody that's black or white. And the reason why? Because of the fact that their work ethic is next level and they appreciate the fact that they're here.
Yeah,
we as a people,
because they have the opportunity. And that's the thing too. That's another gift of America is that like we get an opportunity to be able to do things that you can't do in other areas.
You're
but it's
born into it.
But it's like isn't that the whole reason why Ellis Island was created? Mm-hmm. Was for immigrants to come here. Like we were endorsing for people to come here to become U.S. citizens, mm-hmm. like to build a better society for each other. Like
I feel like that was all cap.
The amount of people that I work with that are not natively from America, that were
Mm-hmm.
not born, that came here years ago and
Yep.
got their citizenships.
Yep.
Like, bro, I work with Portuguese people, Salvadorians, Ecuadorians, mainly Portuguese, Salvadorians, Ecuadorians, and I think all of them are from their native country. So, like, imagine if ICE just pulls up and just decides
To grab
you
all
guys
of them.
aren't allowed to be citizens anymore because you're not natively from here.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know if that's what they're doing, but imagine if it's a world where that happens, right? Or maybe there are some guys that I work with that aren't fully that don't have a full citizenship. Maybe it's just a visa right now, whatever have you. I don't fucking know because
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck because
Yeah.
I work with them. You know what I'm saying? But imagine they all just get pulled out. We'd we'd have we'd have maybe two full crews or maybe three full crews, like entirely. And we do electric work, we do gas work, we do uh, paving work, and yeah, where for my yard that we work from, we work in three departments. We would have maybe three crews entirely out of all those departments.
Fuck. That's OD.
So I want I just want to know where you guys think your roads are getting paved, where your gas service is getting installed, where how your electric is going to be getting ran,
Yep.
who's mowing your lawn,
Yep.
who's who's trimming your hedges.
Bro, you probably seen
You know what I'm
probably
saying?
two
Who's making those fucking tacos that you love eating at the taco truck?
people,
Like,
two different. I probably seen one or two landscaping companies that are ran by white people. I seen one
I'm not
ran
gonna
by
lie,
black people.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen one for white people.
No, I have. I have.
No, I'm saying me personally, like
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, no, because 99.7% is all Hispanic.
Yeah,
They come here and work, bro, and there's no reason for the country to react the way they're reacting because of the premise of them being illegal. They're adding to our infrastructure.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're adding. They're not taking away.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, there may be some that come here that get into crime or
Yeah.
continue with gangs. Okay, cool.
But
Go and address that.
Yeah.
Address that. With all the manpower that you're using to go get people, go address the actual issues. If they're here and they're working and they're adding and they're paying taxes,
Yeah, why don't we help them?
What is the issue,
Why
bro?
don't we help them actually become citizens?
Give them citizenship.
Like
They're adding to our infrastructure as Americans.
That's the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that it's so hard to become a citizen, even if you're doing right by the country. That's really the biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I saw, I think, a video of like Sneeko. I don't know, you know who Sneeko is? I think he was talking to some like random, I think, Mexican guy, and I don't know where it was. It might have been LA or some shit. And the dude said that his mom couldn't get citizenship because of something with the document, like the paperwork or whatever have you, but his dad got citizenship. You know what I'm saying? But they came here at the same time, and they're both from the same place. But one has documentation, one's a citizen, one's not. And he was like saying his mom just doesn't give a fuck anymore because she's older now. She's like, whatever happens, happens. Like, they send me back, oh well. But like, if they're a union together, like why?
How can you take one
Why
give citizenship and not get the other one citizenship based off of that? Especially if it's a marriage type of thing. If they're married, bro, if one goes, the other one should be able to go.
Yeah.
Just like if one person can be from the US and go out somewhere else and find somebody, that person can become a citizen in 90 days. So you can do a 90-day fiance, but if they're already married and coming here, they can't get citizenship. That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
What's the incentive for your 90-day fiance thing? You're just adding more information to people going to get other individuals out of the country.
It makes no sense. And then also they'll give like stupid grants to like people who are coming here as like they're not citizens yet, but then you'll give them $10,000 to like just go do fucking.
What about these Polish people that are here, bro?
I don't know. There's just a lot going on, and there's like, when you really sit there and take the time to like really think about the infrastructure of America and like how shit's ran And then if you really sit there and actually think about your own thoughts and the way that you think about certain shit, and realize that the way that you're thinking about most shit, especially when it comes to dealing with the immigration situation, you would realize that a lot of the shit that gets done to let shit really run would not be getting done. Those fucking potholes that you don't like, your that heat that you love, the lights that you love to turn on, that grass that you love to get cut because you don't like the bugs, the fucking bushes that you love to get trimmed because you don't want to trim them yourself, um, the fucking laundry that you might like dropping off at a laundry service because you don't want to do your own laundry, the food that you like to go and buy eating that's not of American cuisine, but it's of Mexican, Dominican. Um, I won't include Puerto Ricans because we're a part of the U.S., so we're not involved in that. But Colombian,
Yeah,
I
bro. I was about
mean
to say.
Peruvian, Portuguese, um, Italian. I mean, obviously, I don't think
It can go on forever, bro.
Italians aren't really being targeted in this as much as the Hispanics and Latinos are. So, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the Latinos did to you guys because the last time I checked, the people that came here were the ones that violated us. It wasn't really the other way around. And yes, I understand that there's people who get involved in gangs. The KKK existed, which was also a gang. Um,
The craziest game to ever live.
the police exist. Um, NYPD, y'all are a gang.
We know why police exist, though. And all right, before we even get into this, you're talking to someone who literally is deciding to go be a cop. Now, the thought process behind that is so much more personal. The idea of what cops come from, to me personally, is absurd. It's absurd. And now you have a gang, a complete gang of people that go out and police and give, how can I say it? They give more power behind the laws that the people above them are trying to address to the public. We don't need those laws. What we need,
Not all of them.
no, not all of them. But what we need to do is strip this country on some Thanos shit because of what's taking place.
It'll never happen though.
It'll never happen. Not again.
No. The country will just probably fall.
Not again. And not even country, the world. We need a reset. We need a reset. And we're not gonna get a reset. We're not gonna get one, bro. No, we're not gonna get one. And we're not
Well,
gonna get it because we all decided for this to take place.
I don't think.
So now we're living in some shit
I
that
don't.
we had to deal with because of people that came before us.
We'll never see it in our lifetime.
We won't
but
see it. That's a fact.
We'll never see it in our lifetime. But
The sun will blow up in 100 years.
that's what I'm gonna say. Not even that. I definitely think. I definitely think our initial. This is just a fucking. This is purely. I don't know if you want to consider it a theory or whatever, but this is just purely my thought. But I think that the Big Bang was the reset for the last time we fucked up.
Yeah, we got crazy thought processes.
So like that whole when the fucking meteor hit fucking Earth and whatever have you and started and fucked everything up. I feel like there was a society that was here. Shit was going way left. Whoever the fuck put us here said, fuck that shit, blow it up, blew it up, and
Start all over.
started all over again.
A part of me don't believe that shit at all.
Well,
The Big Bang. At all.
I don't even know what the fucking Big Bang is.
Exactly.
But
Science itself is a fact.
I wasn't even really
From like not even a fact. Science to me, the research aspect of it, being able to figure out our bodies, being able to figure out those types of things are really good. And that's where science really, really goes crazy, like trying to figure that out. When it comes down to where we came from, they do not know.
Yeah, no, I know. I meant I didn't. I didn't mean the Big Bang because the Big Bang is where I guess the whole all of space was like created. I
That was like
think
the
or
creation of
whatever.
the world type shit.
Yeah. Well, that was the creation of the universe. I think was the
No,
Big Bang.
yeah, universe type shit.
But I'm speaking more on the when the meteors like fucking hit.
So dinosaur era type shit.
Yeah, and
There's
shit
a
like
little bit
that.
after. That's like a. That's like a.
Like maybe there was
I feel
something.
like that's another story that's told that could have happened, and I don't know, cause like I don't know.
No one knows. We
I'm
weren't
weird
there.
about dinosaurs. I'm weird about the Big Bang Theory. I'm weird about a lot of stuff. Cause when you really look, if you look deeper into it, I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't make sense. Us existing doesn't make sense. But my point being, I fucking
Us existing
whatever.
makes sense.
When everything just fucking reset and popped up, it. I feel like that was literally us fucking up at some point in the past, and we're just getting thrown back into it. Like society as a whole, you know what I mean? Like there's people
So you think that there was people during the time of the dinosaurs?
who knows. I'm saying like who knows? Like maybe there was a world that existed right before the dinosaurs even were a thing, and everything that's happening now happened there, and whatever the fuck put us here was like, that's not how I want this shit to go. Get it the fuck out of here, and I just reset everything from level one. Like it's like playing a fucking video game, except
You get 3 chances to win this shit. If you fail the
and as
last
soon as you
3,
die, you gotta start right at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Or you got 1,000 chances, or you got a million, whatever. But as soon as you lose that last chance, everything's
right.
gone, and you got to start all the way back from the beginning.
Oh,
There's no right or wrong answer for it. That's
this
just
shit
how my
goes.
brain. That's just how my brain
It
thinks.
goes so crazy to me because yes, and I don't fucking know, and I want to know. I do, but like, it's hard for me to hear that and go, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. I can't conceive it. My mind can't get around it, bro. This Zen is kicking my ass. No, my mind can't get around it though. At all. I can't do it. The thought process is not there for me.
What? Oh, that's mine.
Cause nah, man.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
We had a reset.
Cause then when you watch, cause then when you watch movies, and obviously movies are a make of fiction to some people and other
That shit
people,
be
like
true
whatever.
as fuck.
But when you see movies and they talk about multiverses and they have timelines and then like timelines disappear and then new ones reappear and whatever have you, like I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, man.
I feel like this shit blew up at one point and then everything just fucking started all over again.
Shit crashed. This is. I'm at a point right now where I'm thinking and I'm trying to talk. And normally, what I would do is get crazy quiet and just take the thought process in. But like I'm like right in front of y'all, so I don't really want to stay too quiet. But like, this shit doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The conception of politics, the fact of the world being destroyed and coming back. Like when you look at what like people, we live here and we do this. We get one opportunity at life, and this is what we do. Like even after hearing that of like something coming down and destroying the world, and we had a reset, we got reset, and y'all decided to do the same shit as before.
Well, that's why some people think that like I guess people who are attached to or feeling attachments like their past life feel it like Big Sean. If his what album is it? I Decided album. That album is him. Like the intro of the album is him who he thinks he was before, and like dying. He speaks about that he thinks that he was here before, and he had made the wrong decision in his life up until that point, and then he died, and he feels like he was reborn to live the life that he's living now.
I think that's at the end of the song where he's talking to his mom.
I think so. I don't
There's one
remember.
song.
I just remember the intro. It's the past him
Mm-hmm.
complaining about life and whatever have you, and all of a sudden he gets hit by a car and he dies. And then the album plays out, whatever have you. But that that concept came from him,
Yeah, no,
like feeling he has
I'm
an
getting chills.
attachment
So you talk about it.
to his past life,
Mm-hmm.
and he fucked up in his past life, didn't do what he was supposed to do, and he got reset and put back. So that's why my ideology on the whole that world thing comes from him speaking on that, because I'm like, if someone's speaking on that and saying that's that he feels like he got like a second chance because he fucked up before, did the whole world get a second chance because we fucked up before? Now, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying my ideology is right or wrong at all, but that's like where my brain goes.
Hmm.
Because if one individual can get a second chance, why can't a whole world?
We gotta read the Bible.
We might have to end the fucking pod just on that.
Not for though.
No, I'm just saying we've been here for like 2 hours.
Did us? But that
Like an
too
hour and a
though.
half.
No. We gonna end it on that.
Okay.
We gonna end it on that. But here's my last point. What we're talking about. You gave me chills talking about that because I know what album you're talking about. And one of the songs on that album, he has a phone call at the end of a song with his mom. And he's telling her, I felt like I got a second chance at life where I get to do this all over again. And I got chills because I had spoken to someone and told them that I felt like I was a general before. And coming here now, like being here now, I feel out of place. I feel like I'm not I feel like I'm still that general. I still have that soul within me, but I don't have the tools presently to live that out in life with my second chance. So that brought me to the thought process of we got to go back and read the Bible because I feel like the answers that we are looking for are there. And the only reason why I say that, and here's the only reason, and I'm going to stop after this, that shit is written over 15,000 years with multiple different people saying it. So you know how you just said, if one person can sit there and say, "Oh, this may be my second chance at life," we got a bunch of different people agreeing on one thing, which pretty much tells us that we got a second chance at life. And that's all I'm gonna say. I started reading it, and it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. That shit is weird as a mother. I can't tell you. I got chills now saying that. It's weird. That and what I just said together, Big Sean done read it. 100%. Ain't no way he hasn't. For you to have that thought process, ain't no way he hasn't, bro. If you haven't, I know I've been cursing this entire time. I've been saying crazy shit this entire time. But on some serious shit, the combination of how we're about to end this conversation, go read the Bible. You want answers, go read it. I think that's the only way. And I got chills the entire time of me talking about that because it's just too weird and too much of a coincidence. Because I feel like I have a second chance right now.
Fun fact: me and Big Sean have the same birthday.
I know. But that's even more of a reason for this not to be a coincidence. Because I know you have a strong connection to Big Sean. I haven't had that connection to him, but to his music, older music, yeah. Because the way he was talking, the way he was articulating himself and speaking about certain things. And then you bringing that up right now, every time I hear that, conversation he has on the phone, I get chills, bro. Because it's way too realistic. And it's not a coincidence. We live in the craziest place. And if you think about it, it's all over. We're a bunch of different people, different genders, different ethnicities, but we haven't reached the concept of us all just being one people.
No.
And not everybody has had the opportunity to sit down with themselves and think about what they are actually doing. What is this shit? What am I? What is this life? Why do I have certain feelings? Why the fuck am I here? That thought process. We don't have that. So for us to be sitting here and having that type of thought process, you saying that and me bringing up how many writers have written that Bible is no such thing as a coincidence, bro. We want answers, and the answers that we want just came out of both of our mouths. Because that's somebody who has answers. That's why he does his life the way he does his life. If you watch how he is a lot. For him to be like that, he's taking certain steps to get there. 100%. From being Big Sean back in the day to Big Sean now, it's a whole different man.
Oh yeah.
Whole different man. What caused you to make that transition? What did you hit for you to go, what am I really doing here? Why shouldn't I be talking like that? Why should I give this message out? I don't know. And that's what I'm going to leave it at. I don't know. Go read the Bible. Simple. I love y'all.
Hope y'all enjoy the episode, and we
Yeah, I
will
enjoy that
catch you probably not next week, but the week after, because
Here we
we're
go
supposed to go
paintballing.
paintballing next week. I don't even know what time that's at, but we'll catch y'all
Yo, safety, y'all. Love.
later.
Damn, that got me. I ain't gonna cap.
An hour and 40 fucking minutes.